This week on Hoosier News Source, a Megabus crash injures 19, details on the accident, plus, is the birth control Nuvaring dangerous? What IU health officials are saying. And Culture Shock brings hundreds out to enjoy good music and more. IUS TV was there. Hi, and thanks for joining us on this week's episode of Hoosier News Source. I'm Sydney Franklin. Our top story tonight, IU police are looking for a man suspected of rape. Police say a victim reported the assault on Saturday afternoon. The victim claims they had something to drink, then lost their memory. When regaining awareness, the victim was being sexually assaulted. The victim describes the suspect as a white male between 5'9" and 6 feet tall with brown hair. Lieutenant Craig Monroe says they're actively investigating the case and they'll update us as they gather more info. If you know anything about the case, call IU Police. With attention on sexual assault, Monday marks the start to Culture of Care Week. The student-led group works all year to improve sexual well-being, mental health, respect, and drug and alcohol awareness on campus. This week's events include seminars on self-defense, a carnival with a date doctor, and more. Even Kilroy's on Kirkwood is getting into the spirit of care. Check out these pics outside the bar. The paint says, "Stand out, don't black out." Looks like good advice. For a full list of events, check out our Facebook page at IUS TV News. A megabus traveling on I-65 near Edinburgh, Indiana crashed this morning, injuring 19 people. The crash happened at about 5:30 a.m., and that's when Deputy Perrine says the megabus failed to stop before hitting the rear end of a semi-trailer, causing a chain reaction. Police say none of the other drivers were injured, but 19 of the 63 megabus passengers were taken to the nearby hospital, none with life-threatening injuries. State police say alcohol was not a contributing factor in the crash. They say they will inspect the bus later this week to check for mechanical problems. Megabus said in a statement that safety is their #1 priority and that they will cooperate with the authorities in their investigation. Possible health risks linked to the birth control Nuvaring, brought to light by a recent CNN report, are raising concerns for women across the U.S. about the safety of their own contraception. CNN spoke with the family of a 24-year-old woman who died of double pulmonary embolism and her Olympic athlete classmate who came close to death due to blood clots caused by Nuvaring. 3,800 lawsuits have been filed against Merck, the drug's manufacturer, since its release in 2002. The company stands by its product, but has agreed on a $100 million settlement with the victims and their families. Nuvaring openly warns users about its risks, like blood clotting. Many women don't know how high the risk can be. IU's pharmacy has issued 310 cycles of Nuvaring since last August, but IU health officials say young women don't need to worry if they've done their research.
There are remote or unlikely complications that can occur with it, as can occur with other hormonal birth control methods. And women do need to be informed about them, and they need to know what signs to look for. But in general, the risk of a complication in a young, healthy, non-smoking woman is remarkably low with Nuvaring.
Well, the Little 500 race is just 2 weeks away. Cyclists are training hard, but they aren't the only ones preparing for the week. So are police departments. H&S reporter Elizabeth Wattis has details on how police collaborate to keep the festivities safe.
Riders ready? 3, 2, 1.
The Little 500, also known as the world's greatest college weekend, is just around the corner. This annual event has been around since 1951, known for its unique bike race, but also known for another thing: partying.
A lot of drinking, a lot of going out on weekdays, a lot of skipping class.
Every year, the week leading up to the Little 500 race comes to a halt for students at IU, with many skipping class to attend the popular week-long events that lead up to race day. This is where the damage comes in.
This is going to be illegal consumption. Public intoxication is the most common, and probably drunk driving.
The riders aren't the only ones preparing. Cops are getting ready too.
Bloomington Police, Monroe County State Police, Excise, State Department's Excise will definitely have a presence. So there's a lot of coordination that goes on with this months before the event actually starts.
But to some, the extra police efforts during this week just don't seem necessary.
Police should be focusing more on what really matters in our generation and society, and not so much as what happens on a college campus, because that happens everywhere.
If you're stumbling down the middle of the street or laying in a gutter, we're going to find you.
Rain or shine, the Little 500 2015 will be taking place here at Armstrong Stadium, with the women's race kicking it off on April 24th and the men's race finishing it up on April 25th.
Let's go, John, let's go! You got this!
Some tips from Lieutenant Monroe on how to stay safe and out of trouble during Little 5 Week. If you're not 21, don't leave your home if you have been drinking, and always stay with a group of friends. Hundreds of people gathered for the Angels Among Us walk to honor 2 former IU students on Sunday. The walk is held by IU Dance Marathon in memory of Ryan White and Ashley Louise Krause. Ryan died of HIV/AIDS in 1990, the summer before attending IU. Ashley was on the IU Dance Marathon Executive Council when she was killed by a drunk driver leaving IUDM meeting 10 years ago. The walk started at Kappa Kappa Gamma, her sorority, and the place of the car accident. Ashley's brother, Casey Krause, spoke about the person his sister was.
Amazing. I mean, that's why we're here today, is because we're celebrating her legacy and everything that she was about.
The walk was just about 2 miles long, and it was great to see so many people there for support. The 29th Annual Culture Shock Festival was this weekend, hosted by IU student radio station WIUX. This year marks their largest event yet. HNS reporter Elizabeth Pace was in the crowd getting all the highlights. Take a look.
Oxygen, Tops, Twin Peaks, Mike Adams, and the Tsunamis were just a few of the bands who performed at the 29th Annual Culture Shock Festival. The 9-hour free event hosted by the WIUX Radio partnered with Union Board to create a diverse lineup that mirrors the music played on the IU student radio station.
You go to shows like this and you're like, I don't know what the bands are going to be like, but they were a legit good act. I'm excited for the rest of the night as well.
Not only does Culture Shock bring in a variety of bands, it really offers an opportunity to bring in the entire community of Bloomington.
More and often than not, I think really everyone comes together for this festival. So we want to bring in families and everybody from the community, along with multiple people from the campus, not just a key demographic.
Since Culture Shock is a free event, the sponsorship played a key role in the production of the event, along with the help of student fees.
Every sponsor paid to be here, and their money is so helpful to us to put on this type of event. And really, a type of event like Culture Shock would not be possible if it weren't for the generosity and support of our sponsors and Indiana University.
For Hoosier News Source, I'm Elizabeth Pace.
What a beautiful day to be outside. It was sunny, it was warm, just an overall great day. For more information on the lineup or WIUX, check out their website at wiux.org. Well, that's all we have for you this week on Hoosier News Source. Be sure to check out our website, iustv.com, for even more campus and local news. Also, tweet us at HoosierNW and What's Up Weekly IU to show us your perfect spring day at IU. From all of us here at IUSTV News, thanks for watching and see you next week.